Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss chapter 7 fractions. Okay, what is fractions? You know very well. In previous video we discussed it. Fraction is a part of wholes. Today we discuss how to represent a fraction on the number lines. Okay, representation of a fractions on a number lines. Okay, for this first draw straight lines. Okay, this is straight lines, and after this we start from a point O, take as point O represent 0. Okay, after this point A which represent 1, point B which represent 2, point C which represent 3. Okay, and so 0, 1, 2, 3, it is a whole numbers. Suppose we need to represent a fraction 2 by 3 on the number lines. Okay, 2 by 3 on the number line. So in these fractions you can see two its denominators and 3 its numerators. So 2 by 3 is less than 1 but greater than 0. 2 by 3 is less than 1 but greater than 0. So for this it means test 2 by 3 lies between 0 and 1. Okay, so the range of this 2 by 3 lies between greater than this 0 but less than this one. Okay, so here whole is 3. Whole part is 3, means denominator is whole part and numerator is the part of whole. Okay, so we divide this line segment between 0 and 1. We divide line segment between 0 and 1 in 3 equal part. So let's see, 1 part and 2 part, 1, 2, 3 parts. Okay, this part is 1 by 3, this part is 1 by 3, and this part is 2 by 3, and this is this one, you can say this is a 3 by 3. Okay, so we divide the line segment between 0 and 1 in 3 equal part, because in this fractions the denominator is 3. Okay, and we take 2 part. Okay, this is a 2 part, you can say this is a 2 by 3. Fraction 2 by 3 we represent on the numbers lines. Okay, now we can take another examples and represent any other fraction on this number line. Let's see. Suppose we represent 3 by 5 on the number lines. Okay, we represent 3 by 5 on the number lines. For this first we draw a straight line, this line. After this we plot the numbers on 0, 1, 2, 3. This is a unit length. Okay, equal length, and this is 3 by 5, so you know 3 by 5 is greater than 0. Okay, and less than 1. It means that the range of this 3 by 5 is 0, between 0 and 1. So we divide, and these fractions 3 by 5, the numerator is 3 and denominator is 5. Okay, a fraction is the part of whole. Fraction is a part of whole. So we divide the line segment between 0 and 1 in 5 equal parts. How many parts you divide the line segment between 0 and 1? We divide line segment between 0 and 1 in 5 equal parts, because you can see here the denominator is 5. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this part is, this is the 1 by 5, Clear? One part 1 by 5. This is two part. This is equal to 2 by 5. Okay. Now this is three part 3 by 5. This is a four part 4 by 5. And this is a 1 means 5 part. So you can say this is 5 by 5. 5 is 5 means 1. Okay. So here we represent how many part, what is our fraction 3 by 5. So first we divide line segment between 0 to 1 in 5 equal part, and we take 3 parts. So 1, 2, 3. So this part represent 3 by 5. Okay. In this way we represent 3 by 5 on the number lines. Now take other example. Suppose we represent 4 by 7 on the number line. 4 by 7. Suppose this is a 4 by 7 on the number lines. For this, first we draw a straight line like this. Suppose this is our straight line. Here we take 0 and this is a 1. After this 2. But here you can see 4 by 7. 4 by 7 is greater than 0 but less than 1. Okay. So 4 by 7 is greater than 0 and less than 1. So we divide this line segment between 0 to 1 into 7 equal part, because you can see here the denominator is 7. Okay. And we take 4 part. Okay. So first we divide 0 line segment between 0 to 1 into 7 equal parts and take 3 part. Okay. So let's see how to divide this part in 7 equal part. Okay. This is line segment between 0 and 1. This is a line segment between 0 and 1. We divide it in 7 equal part. Why we divide in 7 equal part? Because this is our fractions, and denominator of this fraction is 7. So we divide this line segment between 0 and 1 in 7 equal part. Okay. Why we divide the line segment 0 and 1? Why we not take this line segment 1 and 2? Because these fractions lies between greater than 0 and less than 1. So far we select the line segment between 0 and 1. You can see here, this is a 4 by 7. This is our fractions. 4 by 7 is greater than 0 but less than 1. So for this we select the line segment between 0 and 1. We divide it into 7 equal part and we take only 4 part. Because why we take 4 part? Because our numerator here you can say this is a 4. So we take 4 part, and first we divide the line segment between 0 and 1 in 7 equal part. So let's see how to divide it. 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, 4 part, 5 part and 6 parts. So in this way it becomes 7 part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 part. Okay. How many part we take? We take 4 part, because here you can see this is our numerators. So we take 4 part. This part is equal to 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7. This is 4 by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can write here 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7. This is 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7, and this is equal to, we can say 7 by 7 or 1. Okay. So we represent here 4 by 7 on the number lines. Okay. This is 4 by 7 on the number line. For this, if you want to represent any fraction on the number line, first we draw a straight lines and check what are the denominators and what is the numerators. Okay. if denominator is greater than numerator, here you can see this is denominator, this is numerator. So here 7 is greater than 4. If denominator is greater than numerator, it means that the each fractions lies between 0 and 1. Okay, so for this we take line segment, we divide line segment 0 and 1 how many part according to his denominators. Okay, here denominator is 7 part and this fractions is lies between 0 to 1. So we take line segment from 0 to 1 and divide it in 7 equal part, because here denominator is 7 part. Okay, and now we take how many part? 4 part. 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, 4 part. So 4 by 7 this line segment, and this point you suppose here is A, this is a B. Okay, and suppose this is a T. So point T represent 4 by 7, or you can say this arrow also represent 4 by 7. Somewhere you find that this is a cross like this. Okay, and a circle, and say this is a this symbols is represent 4 by 7. But I think for you this arrow is best. You write here 4 by 7. This arrow, this point is represented by 4 by 7. Okay, sometimes we write here letters. Here A represent by 0, B represent by 1 or 7 by 7. So we take any point here C, T, and so on that represent 4 by 7. Okay, so student, I hope all of you know how to represent fraction on the number lines. Okay, okay, for this first we draw a straight line. Okay, and after this we represent plot on the whole number 0, 1, 2, 3, and according to point O, point A, point B, and so on like this. Okay, after this we check the fractions. If fraction lies between 0 and 1, then we divide the line segment between 0 and 1 according how many part according to their denominators. Here you can see denominator is 7, so we divide the line segment between 0 and 1 in 7 part, and here we take 4 part because here the numerator is 4 part. Okay, so student, now we are going to discuss types of fractions. How many types of fractions according to your syllabus? Fractions, main fractions have 3 types: proper fraction, improper fractions, and mixed fractions. Okay, so what is fractions? You know very well. Fractions is a part of whole. Very simple definition of fractions. Or you can say the fraction is a numbers which is represented by, which represents a part of whole. Fraction is a number which represents a part of whole, or simply you can say fraction is a part of whole. Types of fractions. Fractions have mainly 3 types: proper fraction, improper fraction, and mixed fractions. Okay, so let's see what is proper fractions, what is improper fraction, and what is a mixed fractions, and how we convert proper fraction into mixed fractions and mixed fraction into proper fractions. Okay, this is types of fractions: proper fractions, improper fractions, and mixed fractions. So what is proper fractions? Fractions whose numerator is greater than 0 but less than its denominator is called proper fractions. So fractions, you can write fraction is equal to numerator by denominator. Wait 1 minute please. This is fraction. F represent fraction, N represent numerator, D represent denominators. Okay, so proper fractions. What is proper fractions? Fractions whose numerators, this is numerators, whose numerator whose numerator is greater than 0. Okay, a fraction whose numerator is greater than 0 but less than its denominators, but less than its denominator. So numerator is less than denominator. Okay, so what is proper fraction? A fractions whose numerator is greater than 0 but less than its denominator is called proper fractions. Okay, you can see this is a fraction. Okay, so here numerator is greater than 0 but less than denominator. Such type fraction is called proper fractions. So let's see some examples of proper fraction like that. 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is proper fraction because here you can see here numerator is 1, numerator is equal to 1 and denominator is equal to 2. Numerator is equal to 1 and denominator is equal to 2. So numerator is greater than 0, you can say 1 is greater than 0 but 1 is less than its denominator. What is denominator here? 2. So 1 is less than 2. So we follow all condition of proper fractions. Okay, so you can say 1 by 2 is a proper fractions. Okay, and other examples of proper fraction 3 by 5, 7 by 10, okay, and 9 by 11, and so on. You can write anything whose numerator is greater than 0 but less than its denominators. This is called proper fractions. Clear? So what is proper fractions? A fraction whose numerator is greater than 0 and less than its denominator is called proper fractions. For example, a proper fraction 1 by 2, 3 by 7, 3 by 5, 7 by 10, 9 by 11, or you can say 120, 120 by 121. Okay, a lot of examples of proper fractions. All those fractions are called proper fractions whose numerator is greater than 0 but less than its denominator. Okay, so here you can see this is a lot of example of proper fractions. Okay, now what is improper fractions? One important things of this proper fraction is that all proper fractions lie on the left of 1. All proper fractions lie on the left of 1 and on the right of 0. All proper fraction, where is he lie? Where he lie? All proper fraction lie on the right of 0 and the left of 1. Clear? Now we are going to discuss improper fractions. What is improper fractions? Fractions whose numerator is equal to or greater than its denominators. Okay, so fractions whose numerators, okay, fractions whose numerator is equal or greater than its denominators, then it is called improper fractions. This is improper fractions. Okay, of fractions whose numerators, this is numerator of fractions. Okay, numerator is equal or greater than to its denominator. Okay, equal or greater than to its denominator is called improper fractions. Okay, for example 2 by 2. Here you can see 2 by 2 is improper fractions because according to this definition of improper fractions, all those fractions whose numerator is equal or greater than its denominator is called improper fractions. Okay, so here 2 by 2, here numerator is 2 and denominator is also 2. Here you can see numerator and denominator both are equal, so this is an improper fractions. Okay, 3 by 2, 3 by 2. So here numerator is 3 denominator is 2. So you can see numerator is greater than denominator. This is a improper fractions. We can take a lot of example. 7 by 4, okay, 15 by 8, 100 by 51. It is a lot of example of improper fractions. What is improper fractions? Of fractions whose numerator is greater than or is equal to its denominator is called improper fractions. And proper fractions you know very well. Of fractions whose numerator is greater than 0 but less than its denominator is called improper fraction. Proper fractions. Of fractions whose numerator is greater than 0 but less than its denominator is called proper fraction. But in case of improper fractions, fractions whose numerators is greater than or is equal to its denominator is called improper fraction, or you can say all fractions whose numerator is greater than is equal to or greater than its denominator is called improper fraction. This is example of improper fractions. You can see here. Now we are going to discuss what is a mixed fractions. Okay, we know proper fraction, improper fractions. Now we are going to discuss what is mixed fractions. Okay, so mixed fractions, a number which consists two parts, a number which consists two parts, natural numbers and the proper fraction is called mixed fractions. Okay, suppose what is mixed fractions? A number which consists two parts. First part is natural number. First part is natural number. Okay, and second part is proper fraction. Proper fraction. Okay, so this is called mixed fraction or mixed numbers. Okay, fractions, you can say a number which consists of two parts, or fractions which consist of two parts. First part is natural numbers, second part is proper fractions. It's called mixed numbers and mixed fractions. Okay, for example of mixed fractions you can see here 2 whole 3 by 11 suppose here. Okay, 2 whole 3 by 11. So here you can see 2 is this fraction consists two part. 2 is natural numbers and 3 by 11 is proper fraction. So this is mixed fraction. There are type example of mixed fraction like this: 1 whole 1 by 2. Okay, 5 whole 3 by 4. This is an example of mixed fractions, and we convert mixed fraction in improper fractions. We can convert mixed fractions into improper fractions, or also we convert improper fraction into mixed fractions. Okay, so student, I hope all of you understood and able to recognize what is proper fractions, improper fraction and mixed fractions. Okay, and also you know how to plot a fraction on the number lines. This is clear. Now we are going to discuss how to convert proper fractions into mixed fractions and how to convert mixed fraction into proper fractions. Let's see. Converting improper fraction into a mixed fraction. So what is improper fractions? You know, in the case of improper fraction, okay, numerator is greater than or is equal to denominators. Okay, and In case of mixed fraction is consists two part. First part is natural numbers, or you can say whole numbers, and second part is proper fractions. Okay. So when we divide the numerator by denominators, when we divide like this, a numerator by denominator by numerator, we obtain here quotient and here remainders. Okay. So mixed fraction is equal to, what is mixed fraction? We can write mixed fraction is equal to quotient into remainder by denominator. This is the format of mixed fractions. First we divide numerator by denominators, then we obtain here remainder and here quotient, and then we convert the mixed fractions as quotient into remainder by denominators. This is format of mixed fractions. So let's see some examples and clear this concept, how to convert improper fraction into mixed fractions. Okay. Suppose the given improper fraction is 20 by 3. We need to convert this improper fraction into mixed fractions. Why you can say this is improper fractions? Why you can say this is improper fractions? Because you can see here numerator is 20 and denominator is 3. Numerator is greater than denominators. When numerator is greater than denominator, then you can say this is improper fractions. Okay. So how we convert this improper fractions? First we divide it. Okay. First we divide 20 by 3. We obtain here how many times you get? 6 times. 6 3 3 6 18. Subtract it and we obtain here 2. Okay. This is a denominator, this is a quotient, this is a remainder. So here we can change this improper fraction 20 by 3 into mixed fractions. So formation of mixed fraction is this quotient. So what is quotient? 6 is quotient. So you can write here 6 is quotient. And remainder, what is remainder? Remainder is 2. So this is 2, and denominator is here 3. Okay. Yeah, you can say divisor. Okay. So this is 3. So we convert this improper fraction to 20 by 3 is equal to 6. We read it 6 whole 2 by 3. Okay. We read it 6 whole 2 by 3. Take another examples to convert of a whole number in prime number, in mixed fractions, whole. Okay. Improper fraction into in mixed fractions. So you can take some other examples such as 43 by 8. Okay. You can say this is the improper fractions. Why you can say this is improper fraction? Because here you can see the numerator is greater than denominator. So here what is numerator? Numerator is 43 is numerators and denominator is 8. Okay. Fraction is equal to numerator by denominator. Okay. When numerator is greater than or is equal to denominator, then you can say this is a improper fractions. Okay. So first you divide 43 by 8. Okay. So let's see. 43, we divide 43 by 8. So 43 by 8 here. This is denominators, this is numerators. So first we divide denominator by numerator. So how many times? 8's 5 times. Okay, so 8 5 is 40 minus this is a 3 remainders. Okay, this is a 8 is denominators, 5 is quotient, 3 is remainders. You know variables. No need to extra discuss here. What is remainder, what is quotient, what is dividend, what is divisor. This is a denominator, or you can say this is dividers. Okay, so you can convert 43 by 8 in mixed fraction is equal to what is the quotient? Quotient is 5. What is the remainder? Remainder is 3. And what is the denominator? Denominator is 8. The denominator you can say also this is a divisors. Okay. So student, in this way, today you learn how to we plot fraction on the number lines, types of fractions, and how we convert improper fractions into mixed fractions. Okay. So thank you for watching. Jai Hind.